What's going on, fam? It's your boy Marks in the building, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining how my business has completely changed, but in order for me to do that, I have to go all the way back to the beginning. Now, for all the people that have been following this channel for a while, you know I started off by doing wholesaling real estate. And when I was doing wholesaling real estate, I kind of graduated up to doing rentals, all the way up to doing fix and flips. Now, throughout this journey, I've been taking you guys along with me. Everything I learned, I bring back to you guys so you can learn it as well. In the very beginning, when I was wholesaling real estate, the reason I chose this is because you didn't need any cash, you didn't need any credit to get started, which was perfect for me because I didn't have any cash and my credit was in the low 500s. So to be able to find something that I can do and something that I was good at to be able to make some money, it was good for me. So I decided if I'm learning this, let me bring it to YouTube, let me bring it to the internet, and let me teach you guys. But over the last few years, I learned that I was completely wrong. Not about wholesaling real estate, not about fix and flips, not about rentals. I was wrong about credit. Because I was in wholesaling real estate, the more cash I got, the further away I got from credit. But what I quickly learned when I was doing my fix and flips is, if I want to keep some of these properties, I'm going to have to raise my credit so I can refinance out of this hard money loan that I got through these fix and flips. But when I started learning more about credit, when I started getting my credit fixed, I learned that you can use credit for something that I never knew you can use it for. I thought you have good credit, you go and get a car, you get a good interest rate on your loan, and then you just use it just for that. But I was completely wrong. I learned that if you utilize your credit the correct way, you can go out and get what we call in the industry OPM, which is other people's money. For the longest, I thought other people's money was going to come from investors, people that were private money lenders, people that were hard money lenders, friends, family. You guys have heard and watched the videos saying the exact same thing. But what changed my business forever was learning about credit. But what I learned is if you structure your credit profile the correct way, you can go to the bank and get 0% interest, high limit credit cards. You can get credit cards for 10, 15, 20, 30, sometimes even $50,000 to be able to use in your business. Now, this would have cut out a bunch of issues that I had in my business when I first started off. So if you guys remember, I got my first 2 flips and it was a pretty good deal. My first flip, I didn't have to put any money down. My second flip, I only had to put $4,000 down when originally my lender was trying to get me to pay $12,000 down. Again, these were great deals. Only $4,000 down. I've been wholesaling for a while, so I got the $4,000 to spend on this second property. The first property, we didn't have to put any money down on. But you guys have been following my journey. You know that in order to fix and flip these properties, you have to have your rehab budget, which is put into a draw process. Meaning, if I need to fix the foundation, the windows, the roof, anything I need to fix, I have to have that money first, fix it, tell my lender, they'll come out and do an inspection and give me the money back. Now, this slowed down my first 2 projects, taking about a year and a half to get both of them fixed and sold to be able to get my money back. Again, these were 2 great deals and we were able to make money on them. And I learned a lot throughout the process because I was able to go find additional private money lenders to be able to help me with the rehab budgets. And I learned a valuable lesson as well, because some of my private money lenders were charging over 50%. Meaning if one guy gave me $10,000 to put towards my rehab, he wanted $15,000 back. Now I had a lot of room on these projects, so I was still going to make money taking this deal, and only took the deal so I can get the property done faster. But even though I took this route, it took me a while to find the private money lenders, and it still took me a while to get the property sold. Now, if I'd understood credit from the beginning, I would have been able to structure my credit profile the correct way and go out and get $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 in business funding with 0% interest and be able to fix these properties much faster. Now, when I get that $10,000 from, let's say, Bank of America or Chase or Navy Federal, I wouldn't have to pay back $15,000. I would only have to pay back $10,000. This would have been huge for me because I made good money on the properties, but I would have made even more. So if I would have had access to $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 sitting directly in my pocket, I would have been able to flip maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 properties all at one time. And this all happened during the real estate boom of 2020, 2021. So when I say this changed my business and changed my life forever, it actually has. And I understand when you're wholesaling real estate, you don't need any cash, you don't need any credit. But now that I understand the power of credit, I decided that I'm going to switch this channel. I'm still going to be doing real estate. I'm still going to be bringing you guys real estate content. I just got done with a fix and flip, which videos I'm going to be uploading here pretty soon. But I decided I'm going to come and teach you guys how to go secure the money. Because a lot of us are looking for private money, especially if you're in real estate. And no matter what business you're trying to run, if you need capital, if you need money, just trying to save let's just say you're trying to save $50,000 to be able to run your business. How long is it going to take you to earn that $50,000? Let's say you earn $100,000 per year. After taxes and everything like that, let's say you come home with $80,000. You still have to worry about your mortgage payments or your rent. You have to worry about groceries, gas, miscellaneous things. If anything happens, if anything bad happens, going out and having some type of fun, buying clothes. If you have a family, you still have to pay for that as well. So how long, even if you make $100,000 per year, how long is it going to take you to save $50,000 that you can go and spend on an investment? Once I realized that, and I realized if you just structure your credit profile the correct way, which it may take a couple of months. For me, myself, it took me a year to fix my credit. Let's say it takes you a year to fix your credit and you can go out and access $200,000, $300,000. What can you do in your business to be able to grow it exponentially when you have $300,000 at your disposal? So from here on out on this channel, I'm going to be bringing you guys credit content to be able to teach you how you can structure your credit to be able to go out and secure as much money as possible. Now, of course, this is a big change from the content that I've been putting out, and you guys might need a little example. So let me show you guys exactly what I mean by going out and getting this money and what your credit profile should look like to be able to go and get it. This is what I mean by a good credit profile. Now, I know I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but this channel is going to be dedicated on teaching you guys exactly what this means. But in order for me to do this, I got to let you guys know how it starts. A lot of people get caught up on the credit score. It's not about the credit score. It's about the credit profile. So in order to have a good credit profile, you need to have these things here, and I'm going to explain. So at the very top, we have payment history. What this means is you have no late payments. You don't have any late payments on your credit cards, on your mortgage, on your car, any of that. Everything needs to be paid on time. That's what this 100% payment history means. Now, credit utilization. Credit utilization is basically your usage of your credit cards. Utilization only goes towards revolving accounts, which are credit cards, not loans or anything, student loans, mortgage loans. That has nothing to do with your credit card utilization. So, for example, if you have a $10,000 credit card, the banks will now look at you as high risk once you go above 30%. So again, a lot of people like to go off of, I have a good credit score, which might be okay. You might have a good credit score because you don't have that many items on your credit. But for some reason, you're getting denied for certain things. And that might be because you have a $10,000 credit card that's over 30%, meaning you owe $4,000 on your credit card with a balance of $10,000. You're at 40%. The second you come down below 30%, your score starts to go up and your profile becomes stronger. So to get the best value out of your credit score, out of your credit profile, you want to be under 10%. So if you have a $10,000 credit card on your personal credit, you want to have your balance under $1,000. That's going to make the best profile. Now, the next item right here, derogatory marks. Derogatory marks are anything that's negative. Any negative item, whether it be a collection, obviously a late payment, a charge off, a repossession, any of that stuff are derogatory marks. We want to have 0 derogatory marks to have the best credit profile. The next section is age. We want to have a good age of credit. So the rule of thumb is we want to have at least 2 years of age. So what this means is if you have 5 accounts are just anything in your name, whether it be a car loan, a home loan, a mortgage, a store credit card, whatever, all those things are accounts. The way they get age is by averaging all 5 of these accounts by how old they are. Let's say all 5 of these are 10 years old. Your average age will be 10 years. We're just going to use simple math here. All right. So that's how they get the age of your credit. Now, the next item right here are accounts. You want to have at least 10 accounts on your credit. Credit cards, car loans, store cards, it does not matter. You want to have 10 accounts on your credit profile to make it strong as possible. Now, the last item right here are inquiries. You don't want to have more than 2 inquiries on each credit agency. The credit agencies that we were talking about is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You don't want to have more than 2 on each one of those. This isn't as important as the others, but just for a rule of thumb, you don't want to have more than 2. Now, I know for some people, especially for me, I started off in real estate wholesaling, got up to fix and flips, and my credit score was a 500 the entire time. I had a bunch of inquiries. I had a bunch of late payments. I had a bunch of derogatory marks. I had no credit card, so my credit utilization didn't exist. What I ended up finding out while fixing your credit is all of this can be fixed. If you don't have 100% payment history because you were late on a car payment or whatever, life happens. I get it. You can get that removed. And on this channel, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to remove late payments. Credit card utilization. If your credit cards are maxed out, I'm going to be teaching on this channel how to get your utilization down. Obviously, pay your balances down, but there's a hack to be able to get that utilization down that I'm going to be teaching on this channel to get you under that 30% or under that 10% so you can go out and get access to the money. Derogatory marks, collections, charge-offs, anything of that sort. There are ways to be able to remove all of this stuff from your credit. And on this channel, I'm going to be teaching you guys. Age, let's just say you're just now starting off on credit. You have nothing on your credit. So you need age and you need accounts. Because remember, we need 10 total accounts. There are companies you can add on to your credit profile that adds age and obviously an account. Company called Rent Reporters. You can add rent reporters. If you've been renting from the same landlord for the last 8 years, you can add them to your rent reporters account. Okay. You set up a rent reporters account. It's maybe $100 to set up, and they're going to backdate those 8 years. So for 8 years, you've been living at this apartment or this house or wherever you're living at, they're going to put that on your credit. So now you have one account that's 8 years. Or if you need to average your credit age a little bit higher, add rent reporters because it backdates 8 years. So it's going to add 8 years to your account. And we just talked a little bit about accounts because you can add rent reporters. There are other accounts you can add as well. You can add things like Self. You can add things like Kickoff. There are a bunch of different accounts that you can add to get up to 10 accounts. Okay, so you can build this profile out to be able to go secure the money. And then when it comes to inquiries, just like we can take off derogatory marks and late payments, we can take off hard inquiries as well. So if you don't have a perfect credit profile, there are ways you can make your credit profile perfect. All right. And when you make your credit profile perfect, this is how it's going to help you out. Now, for me, I'm doing fix and flips at the time when I first found out about credit, or when I first started off in business to begin with. I started out in real estate. Now, that first property, I didn't have to put any money down. That second property, I had to put $4,000 down. Now, in order to fix this property or start to tap into this rehab budget, I had to fix this property with my own money. So we spent $4,000 down on the properties. And then let's just say it was $10,000 to fix both foundations on both properties. So I need a total of $15,000. I didn't have 15, I had 4. That's why I was able to get that property down. I had a couple extra thousand that I had to be able to fix certain things, but I wouldn't be able to fix both of these properties at the same time to move faster if I didn't have access to the money. Now, I could go out and I can go find private money investors who may ask for 10% back, 20% back, even up to 50% like some of the private money lenders I had. Now, with your credit profile structured this way, what I was able to do is I was able to go out to Truist in my business name. As you guys see, this is a business cash credit card. All right, my credit limit was $15,000. So right then and there, I could have worked on both of those properties with just that one credit card, all because my credit profile was structured the right way. Would you believe at that exact same time, I was able to go out and go to, let me bring it up really quick. I was able to go out and go to Navy Federal, which is also on the business side. This is business solutions. I was able to go out and get $9,000 from Navy Federal using this same exact strategy. And then obviously I'm fixing properties. So I was also able to go out to Lowe's where I can get all of my materials for my contractors. I was able to go out and get a $10,000 line of credit or credit card from Lowe's to be able to get all of my materials. So with just these 3 items, I have a bunch, but with these 3 credit cards, I was able to get enough money to buy those properties. If I could start over, I had enough money to be able to go buy those properties, put money down on them, not use any private money investors, not use any partners. I would have been able to go out and do all of that on my own. Fix the properties myself, get the materials from my contractors. I didn't have to scurry and scamper and run around for a year and a half to be able to fix and flip these properties by going out and finding private money investors who's going to charge me a lot of interest. All of these cards were 0% interest except for Navy Federal. Navy Federal isn't 0%. There are other banks that are 0%, but I was able to go out and secure the money all because I had my credit profile structured the right way. Now, this is the reason why I'm making a pivot in my channel, because I want to be able to teach you guys how to go out and get the money so then you can go out and do the business. If you're just wholesaling, this even applies to you. Let's say you're wholesaling real estate and you heard from me that you need to go get a VA, a cold caller, admin person, or a transaction coordinator, or you need to go get some dispo people. Whatever it is you need in your business, you need to go get data. You need to go get a new phone system. Whatever it is you need in your wholesale business. Some of that stuff you need money for. Obviously, you can go out and you can grind, you can drive for dollars, you can go do all of that stuff to be able to do it for free, but eventually you'll get burnt out. I got burnt out on the phones, so I ended up hiring agents to be able to call for me. Now, if I was able to go out and get a $15,000 card like I got from Truist, how would that help me in my wholesale business? If I was able to go out and get that Navy Federal card for $9,000, how would that help me in my business? That Lowe's card we were talking about a little bit earlier, how would this have helped my business? Now, I was able to go out and get a bunch more cards that I did not bring up on the computer screen. I was able to go out and get this Amex card, Platinum, Amex Amazon card, a Home Depot card as well to help me with my fix and flips. And the list goes on and on. I was able to go get this Chase card, this Bank of America business card, this Diamond Preferred card from Citi. I was even able to go get a Sam's Club card to be able to get material for Airbnbs. So if you get your credit profile structured the right way, you can turn your business all the way around. You can expand, you can do whatever it is that you're actually trying to do in your business if you structure your credit profile the right way. So from here on out, That's the type of stuff that I'm going to be bringing you guys to this channel. Just want to update you guys and let you know what to be looking forward to. Now, again, I'm still a real estate guy at heart, so I still do real estate. I just got done with the fix and flip. I'm going to be uploading those videos here pretty soon. But if you have any questions, if you have any comments that you want to leave down below, anything you want to know, make sure you leave down in the comments below, and make sure you like this video, share, subscribe, be on the lookout because I'm going to be very, very active on this channel. So if you want to learn more on how to structure your credit profile the right way and how to go secure all the credit cards like the ones I showed you today, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can take it a little bit further and you can join my free Discord, which is in the link in the description below. And you can learn a little bit more streamlined information to be able to put yourself in the best position. Now, I appreciate everyone for watching this video to the end. If you want to know where you are when it comes to credit, what your credit score is, what do you even have on your credit, you can click the link in the description below. I have a $1 access to Identity IQ. Identity IQ is great because it's going to show you all 3 of your credit scores. I know a lot of people like to use Credit Karma. I used to use Credit Karma as well, but it's only going to show you 2 of the 3. So go ahead and get your $1 access to Identity IQ. See exactly what's on your credit. If you have stuff that's on there that needs to be deleted, if your score is lower than you need it to be, leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is, and I'll make a video specific to how to get that specific item taken off of your credit or how to raise your credit score in general. Now, that's it for this video, you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all other social medias. And until next time, I'm out, family.